What's up? What's up, Facebook? What's going on with y'all, man? I've been on. I had people talking about me saying that I wasn't staying on here consistently, so I'm coming back, y'all. This morning, uh, um, I I am glad to have you guys here. It's lately, and I really enjoy it. I keep talking about that, but I really enjoy talking to you guys. I really enjoy being on this thing and providing content. So we're gonna start now. So cool, such a perfect gentleman. Okay, so here's the piece, y'all. Welcome, 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 welcome. Giving people time to come up in and talk with me. I am going to uh, look. I am so proud of my nephew, man. Uh, I can't complain at all about life right now. But I just want to say that being happy is important. It's truly important. Man. It may not, be whatever, but I'm happy, man. For the first time in my life, man, I found a peace within inside myself that's crazy. I set up and I talked to uh, uh, um, get on here and I talk a little bit. Um, I've been told a few things, but I know how I am. I know what I am. I know uh, it's it's an amazing thing, man, to be full of life, to have life that is important to you. It is Saturday morning, man, 10:04 in Oklahoma. Looking forward to a great day, man. My pool guy is coming out next week. To open up the pool and get just to see the water glistening across the back of the thing, man, would be wonderful to be able to see that. It's something that brings me peace and gives me happiness. But today, um, my happiness comes from my nephew, Jalen Austin, man. Jalen joined the Army, man. Leaves on May 13th. I am so proud of this young man. So proud of him. I represent the Army hard, man. And it wasn't my decision for him to join the Army. He done it on his own. And what made me proud is that he thought enough of me to call him and help him get through the process. Talking with his recruiter, giving him good advice, and he's going in the Army. So proud of you, man. I cannot. Good news for that whole entire family, for his mom. I cannot tell you what it means to me to see him, to get that picture of him saying that he had joined the Army and seen him in his little Army shirt, man. When I say pride being, man, it went across my soul that he joined the Army. It's not for everybody. But if you can endure it and deal with the task at hand, being in the service, dealing with that discipline, then it will reward you. It will reward you. My happiness it comes from me just being able to be blessed by God, man. And I have people set up all the time, and they want to tell you But one of the things that I realized is that you can't make anyone else happy, man. You really can't. And that's my whole piece. So what I've done and tried to do is to ensure that I'm doing things and putting things in my mind to make me have that important feeling of being happy. I'm so proud of my nephew, man. I cannot come to words to tell you what it means for me to stay on here and tell you about his successes in life. I'm smoking the Cuevas. Once we got that Cuevas Sangre Nueva. Uh, Great cigar, man. Great cigar. I just been watching basketball, man, cleaning up. It's something that um, when you start still working on a few things. It ain't perfect, y'all. But I steam cleaned my windowsills the other day. I had bought a steam cleaner, and that steam cleaner, it's amazing how something that simple can bring you joy, man. When I got in there and I got it done and cleaned them out, it made me smile because I done I done it myself. You know what I mean? So I'm on the verge of steam cleaning everything, y'all. Everything. When I say that, everything. So I got some work I got to do around my house. Um, I'm gonna get started in the house here in a minute, and then work my way out back to just get things in a place where I can reach it and get things done. But I mean, don't let my silence don't let not make you think that I'm not happy because guess what? I am happy. We all have different moods, man. You know what I mean? But I am happy, man. I am happy. Um, my daughter came home yesterday from going to her middle school. I've been worried about it because she's transitioning from elementary to middle school, and just to see her face light up and tell me that she enjoyed her trip and that she's going to stay with the middle school that goes to our school district. But she said, I have issues, Dad, and we can look into transferring or doing whatever. And, I cannot tell you what it means to me. For me to have the pleasure of raising, and I know it'll come a time when she'll move on and do her own thing. But man, when you hear the cracking in my voice, man, it's because it's nothing but pure love. I love all my kids, man. Caleb, Christopher, um, Sarah, Jada. Um, I love all my kids. I really do. And when I look at that little girl's eyes, man, it does something to me. And yeah, I might be whipped. I may take on the personality of doing whatever, But I had to take this moment this morning, smoke my cigar, drink my coffee. I'm drinking out of my cup. I am with you always because he's always with me. It's a reminder and a testimony to be able to come on here and just implore myself against God, man, to tell God thank you, to tell him, everybody, why should I be afraid? my blessings shut down and what God has done for me, not to be able to say it in front of people. Does it open you up for stuff? Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. People see you out here and they think you're doing well and they're doing whatever, and they're gonna ask you for stuff. I have people get in my DMs all the time and ask me for stuff. You know, heavy is the head that wears the crown. When God comes out and blesses you and gives you a life of fruitfulness, those people are going to come. It's all right for them to see you when you're downtrodden or you're not doing well, but as soon as you start doing well, you're going to have people come out and try to tell you. And sometimes it's your own people, man. You know, sometimes it's your own people. And sometimes family can be the worst, man. But let me put it to you like this. I'm not going to stop doing. I'm not going to stop thanking publicly God for his blessing that he poured into my life. I'm not going to do it. He's created a space for me that is safe, that is free of craziness. You know what I mean? That I'm able to sit down and enjoy a cigar or drink a cup of coffee, or even to come on this platform to be able to talk to you. And I realize everybody can't do this. So I was watching things and lifting up things. So I am supposed to stop doing that so that you can find peace within yourself. No, this is my way. This is what I do in order to be able to appreciate what I have, who I am. And Jalen, man, I want you to know that I am so proud of you as your uncle to right up there with my sons for having their child, my oldest boy Caleb for having his two girls, holding his family down. I am proud of you, nephew, because the blows that you and your family have been thrown over this last year, your brother passing away, you know what I'm saying, your issues, being married, the young beautiful lady that you're married to, that you're standing up as a young man and saying that I want something for my life and I want something for my future. And you're not listening to craziness, man. You're trying to find something to help you put yourself in a different pattern of life. I once sat there, I'm going to tell myself, I joined the Army in 1989 as a young man. I left home because I wanted to be honest, do it on my own. I didn't want to be subjugated to my mother. I wanted to be subjugated to my father. I wanted to do this on my own. And I had people that told me I was crazy. My teachers, and when I went back to school, and I was like, well, what do you want to say? Well, I'm going in the Army. And you would not have imagined the visceral that I found. It afflicted me because so many people was against me doing it. I started thinking like, man, am I making the right decision to do whatever? Because I could have stayed and played ball and done whatever. But it was a core decision because we weren't rich or anything like that. My father wasn't, but he wasn't poor. He wasn't on the spectrum of the side of my mom. My mom done a hell of a job with what regime. I haven't given that man enough props during my lifetime for his to say to him, thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for putting me around your family. Thank you for having me over in them hog pens over there in Hollywood, Alabama, getting pigs out. why Sal's was chasing me. Thank you for all my uncles, all of them. On my mama's side, from Uncle John Pack to Uncle Homer to uh, Cousin Don, Moten, Anthony, Uncle John Pat, uh, Uncle Claude Jr. There's no way that I can get him out. My Uncle Prick, my Uncle Raymond. It was a conglomerate of men that truly made a difference in my life. When my father was not present in my what do you call it, formation years. So, but as I got to know my father, he became very important in my formation as a young adult growing up. I learned so many things from these men of what not to be, what to be, and how to be. But the one thing that I learned from all of them is that they were men in their own ways. I sit up and I think about it. When I think about Bubba Jean was a hell of a man. Arthur Tucker. If you don't know him by Bubba Jean, I'm telling you, Arthur Tucker was a hell of a man. A hell of a man. Had his flaws, just like any man would do, but I'm telling you, he was a hell of a man. Because that man came into our lives with my mom, worked it out. My mom had 4 kids at the time, none of which were his, and went straight to work, providing for us, school clothes, anything that we needed. Took me to his mama's house, and I got to meet all his sisters, Emma, Joyce, Dorothy. I don't think I've left nobody out. Emma, Joyce, Dorothy. All the family, Tammy, Lenore, Michael, Sandra, all the boys, Billy, Dal, all of them. To this day, I still consider all of those kids to be my family. Roderick, Roderick's sister. We all grew up going back and forth, man, to be able to see Bernard, it's crazy because when I moved and went away and went to Russellville, I came to a whole nother family down there, man. From the Susies to the Fonders, the Beans, the Alejandro, Pierre, Lavero, Fonda, Miss Bean. I gained a whole nother family, man. To the Smiths that's in Russellville, to Wimp's mom, and dad and family, man. They treated us like family, man. There's just so many people who have played in the maturation process of me as a man and the things that I have been able to accomplish in life that it's not even funny. And so many people have poured into me, the First Baptist Church to the West. Man, I can't tell you, the Davis, William Sexton, his family. Man, I could go through the thing of it. I don't want to leave anybody off, and if I'm leaving your name out of it, please forgive me, because it's not intentional. It's not meant to be done. I'm trying to look everybody up. Judy, her last name is Davis now. All of them. Let me tell you something. Ghostons, the Sears. Uh, I'm looking on here. The Tigs, uh, Winston's. Man, let me tell you something. You know, I grew up in a wholesome place, man, with a lot of wholesome people around me. May Francis. Um, I think about people that come on, the Coles, Tangela. Man, listen, as I go through the thing, Patricia Holyfield, um, the Hamiltons. Um, man, I have lived a blessed life, man. And you know what makes it so? The Nelsons. Uh, let me not stop and say, uh, uh, Chris, Alfred, uh, the Phillips. Don't let me leave them out, man, because you got, you know, I'm just telling you that it is amazing to me. The bonds, the man, I can go on the other side, the Feltons, the Jacksons, and Russellville Stevenson, all of them. You know, it's just an amazing feeling. The word laws, the Fennells, the it's just so many people in my life that have impacted me. That I'm on a day and morning of reflection because I mean I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I am so blessed. You can sit around and say whatever. On my dad's side, you know, Fez, uh, the Earls, the that you just have to pay homage to those people for being able to uh, for living the life that I live. I mentioned a lot of people today, and I may not cover everybody. To our neighbor when we lived in Russell down the street in the apartment down there. That's William's sister. I can't think of her name. I know Judy, Dorothy, uh, uh, and um, don't get it twisted. I had a great life, man. I had a great life growing up. Had an excellent thing. Everybody I played ball with, from Sanders to Juju to Armand to Brad Felton to uh, Shane Terrell. Uh, I come from a good stock of people, man, and a great stock of people. Um, with Julie Prather, the Coxes. Listen, man. I, when I think about my life, man, it's just been so beautiful. Coach Pace, man. When I think about that, Jack Tucker. You know what I mean? Informative years of my life to where I was informed as a man. And sometimes we don't give people the credit that is due for them to do. But this is the important part of being happy. Is that I'm blessed, man. Sometimes I sit up here and I get to complaining about stuff. But I tell you what, my life is not over. I'm young. I'm still young, and I got another back half to live. But that back half will be important. Make me be happy for me because it's important. Being happy is important. And sometimes, again, you can't make everybody happy, but making yourself happy is important. My dog's running around out here. Got a little pug, man. She's something else, man. When I say she's something else, I'm telling y'all, she is something else. She changes the game when it comes to a dog. You know what I mean? Unlike any dog that I've ever had, because we've had them from children all the way to where I am right now, man. This dog is crazy. But back to my nephew, Jalen. I want you to know, man. Take your life into your hands and your destiny, and be happy. It's so important for you to realize that, and it's okay. I got this from my cousin Don. It's okay for you to be selfish sometimes and do some of the things that you want to do. If your uncle can give you any advice whatsoever, it would be to be a sounding board and a light for others to have advancement in their life, to have a will to win and go to the next level and not be ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of putting myself in a position to be a winner or being a winner. That shit offends people sometimes, man. And it makes them feel like you're bragging or you're this. No, this is just my life. I've worked hard for this. People sit around and they look at you all the time and they're like, oh, he this or he talk. Listen, no, don't downplay whatever I've done in my life to get to where I am. It may look good on a video or one of these reels that I release for you to be able to see, but don't downplay that. In order for me to be able to sit in my house and not go anywhere and be able to not be on the system, and I'm not knocking that in any shape, form, or fashion, but to have done this on my own, to put myself into a position to where I am right now, don't knock that. Veterans, if you're out there, don't be ashamed of what you're doing, how you're doing it, when you're doing it. People talk about, well, you open yourself up to people to come at you and ask you. Well, that's their issue if they want to do that. It's not mine. I know how to say no to those that I don't want to release my blessings to. But those that I feel like that need my help, that I can give my help to, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that out there. I'm going to say, what's up, Randy? Doing well, man. I cannot complain at all. Everything is great, man. I'm just talking about how having the attitude of a winner, and when you're trying to have something, I see you out there building the kingdom, man, and that's a beautiful thing. Not one jealous bone in my body about you becoming the cow king of whatever city you in. I watch a little forum post, and you know what? And that's the thing about it is, can you be proud for somebody else that is doing something to change their life? And that makes me proud to know that I was the little small piece that I had in this man's life, to seeing him prosper. It's an attitude, man. It's an attitude, and some people are offended by that. Some people are projected by the fact that you are being successful, and that's fine. I am not affected by it. I want you to be successful. I want you to be on that next level. And see, if I could have understood this in an earlier part of my life, then it might have changed the scope to be even better than what it is now. But I it was important, and I'm humbled by that, Randy. I really am, man. I'm humbled by that, to hear you say that. But you know what, man? You had an attitude of winning already. All we done was enhance each other. You helped me as a leader. I helped you as a person that done. But you know what? It's the attitude that matters, man. If you have somebody in your one of those people that I could count on to get done what I needed to get done in order for all of us to be successful, in order for all of us to eat. And see, that's the problem that people got. They don't realize that it's enough out here for all of us to eat and still shine in your own way. Even though we were successful together, I could never be successful like you because you had your own way of doing things. You added success to me because of how your will to win. You was gonna win, bro. I would tell her, you know, that's the whole thing, man. That's powerful right there. And I'm gonna put that on my screen if it come up. Yep, there it go. Another told me tonight, competition at the bottom, collaboration is at the top. We all get a seat at the table and eat. Man, that is powerful right there. And that's what it's all about. When you get to that point to where those things happen. So when somebody says, "Hey, you mentored me," or "You done this," or they're saying these are the things, I don't take it in a manner. I want people to see that. I want people to know that people make a difference in people's lives, man, because they come out and they get things done. And it is a collaboration of life. Man, when I look at you and I look at all the things you're doing, how you're taking care of your family, your kids, knowing your situation when you went through with your with your family situations and all that stuff like that, and to see you smiling, man, to see you happy, to see you go through what you needed to go through in order to get to where you are, man, you winning, man. You winning, and continue to do that, Randy. Continue to win, man, because you know what? You are a winner, bro. You are a winner. You've been one for as long as I can remember. And for people to come across and not have the attitude to get up and go and get it done, it bothers me. It bothers me in a way that, and sometimes people make you feel like you got to dim your light. Damn that. Don't dim your light. Why you got to hide who you are? Why you got to hide your successes to try to make somebody else feel good about themselves? No, don't do that. I've done that for many years of trying to say whatever, I don't want to do it. No, I'm not hiding my successes. I'm not hiding the things that I have done or people have done in my life to enhance me to get to where I am. Thank you, everybody. All the soldiers, all the civilians, all of the family members, everybody that come out and try to do whatever. And if you got a problem with what I'm doing, that's on you. It ain't got nothing to do with me. There's something inside of you that's causing you to have an issue with you. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Why I gotta kill my life? Hey, take care, Randy, man. It's always a pleasure to hear from you and see you, man. To have you stop by and do that. And I'm gonna take care of myself, man. There's no ands if buts about it. You do the same, man. I look forward to seeing your continued success. Looking forward to your big announcement when you announce it, man. I know it's going to be great because you're a winner and then you do great things, man. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Look, I had a guy that worked for me, man, Randy Rankin, man. He chimes in and talks to me every now and then about that, and tells me about his son. His son is in the Army now. He was in recruiting, killing it. I don't know if he stayed, what he done, but he was a beast. You know what I'm saying? Randy Rankin was another beast that I had working for me. And man, this guy used to be so upset at me. I remember working for a guy. I went to Montgomery, Alabama, and I worked with Captain Williams and Jacob Tilford. Man, they would get so mad at me because I would tell them that I needed them to do more than what they was doing. and they were making mission, y'all. And I had people that wasn't making it, and they would get so mad at me because they did not understand why I kept coming back to them and asking them to produce at the level that they was doing. It was lucky for me that I had a boss that believed in the vision that I had, Keisha Douglas. I cannot love this woman, man. I love this woman. I had a boss that believed in the vision of getting to where we need to be. From the day I walked in, she smelled winning. And when I came inside, she let me unleash a pattern of change that was building people up, mentoring people. And you know what? Everybody don't get a ticket to this ride. And there was times when I was wrong. She had to have conversations with me, and I had to accept that, and I had to move on. Was I happy about it? Hell to the no. Because it was like being like a wolf on bloody meat. We had to be. I was determined to get to where we needed to get to because we had so many people doubting us. So many people doubting. I haven't had a situation in life where you come in and the guy look at me and they be like, "Oh Lord." But the difference is, it's a vision, y'all. It's your vision for your life. It's your vision for what you do and how you do it and how you set yourself up. Don't let nobody tear your vision down. Mediocrity is the worst antidote for success. People will allow you to stay in mediocrity. They won't expect anything different from you because they're doing whatever it is. And the biggest thing about it is, if you're in leadership or you're doing something, you have to remember this. Being a leader is a thankless job. Nobody's going to thank you for making them successful. It takes a winner to understand that somebody else made you successful. Sylvester Bracey used to get on my damn nerves, man. But you know what? That man made me a winner. The Danny Cooks of the world, the Kevin Bickford, Rome, Andre Brown, all the people that I used to share in the office with. Listen, y'all made me a winner. Y'all made me come to the life that I'm living right now. Where I'm at, y'all helped me to cross the finish line and get to where I am in life. And that is important. I don't care how many people watch this, how many people see this. All of those people from Hollywood, Alabama, Stevenson, Alabama, Scottsboro, Alabama, they had a piece of making me. My Aunt Eula T, man, was she a different bird. But something made that woman love me. Something made that woman that when I walked down the street, some days she wanted to deal with me, and some days she didn't want to have nothing to do with me. One day she would be the most loving person, have me sit down on the porch with her, talk to me, and tell me my ass wasn't getting ready to do something or do this before you get in trouble. And the next day she would shut the door in my face and tell me she don't feel like being bothered. But what that done for me is allowed me to be able to see. It's not that they don't care for me, but she had enough strength inside herself to say, "Hey, you're not taking nothing out of me today." And that's what people got to be able to do in life, is that you're not going to take nothing out of me today. You're not going to take this positive energy that I have out of me today. And you have to stop letting people do that. Over these last couple of days, I have woken up beyond all reality. Over these past 5 years, I've let a lot of friends, family, so forth, take a lot out of me. But what you did do for me, and I think for every good and bad moment in my life, I thank God for. I thank God for it because what you've done for me, how to get back to I was. This is not going to sit well with someone, and it's okay. That's up to you to deal with it. Because I treat those that I love and that surround me with dignity and respect. I really do. It may not always come out in the right way. I may not say it in the right attitude. I may not have the list that goes on that resonates with you. But that's one thing. When I stop commenting and I don't say anything, that means I'm done with you. And one of the things that I do is I make sure it's not me. And when I realize that it's not me, it's not important to me anymore. And I'm not going to let you take me down because you're not going to make me feel guilty. Because you're going through something and I'm over here doing this. Because that life that I'm in, that I'm living, that I'm doing, it's not throwing it in your face. It's not putting it up on you. It's not doing anything of that nature. It's letting you know that hard work pays off. And everybody's got the same choices that I got. It's how you deal with it. Because the bottom line is, hey, I come from a place where we did not have a lot, but we had love. My family had love. And my family shows you love. My family surrounds you. If something is wrong with you, I have family members that see me on here talking, and they'll go ask my mom, is Tommy Jr. all right? Tommy Jr. is fine. Tommy Jr. is happy. Tommy Jr. has been through the storm. But I thank God every day for waking me up to be able to deal with the good, the bad, and indifferent. See, that's the difference in a lot of people. Can you still, in the midst of a storm, stand tall and still stand on who you are? I thank God for that ability, man. I thank God for being the God, the loving God that He is, the supporting God, the giving God, the abiding God. Thank you. And if you don't believe in God, that's on you, and that's fine. It's not knocking you. It's not putting, if you don't think my faith is where you think it should be, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's between you and God. It ain't got nothing to do with me. If you are doing well in life, I wish you nothing but the best. Wish you nothing but the best. I'm trying to finish this cigar and talk, y'all. And it kills me because winning looks different to different people. And when you can't get your way, don't mean you've lost. That means it's a challenge for you in order to be able to reintroduce yourself and be able to maneuver within the system that you're working with in order to be able to get the things that you want out of life. That's what that means. I am so tired of seeing people try to cut off people's blessings. And I watch it every day, man. Hell, I even have been guilty of it sometimes, at some point in time. Then I have to get myself right. What business of it is of yours on how you feel or what's going on with this person? It ain't none of your business. Because you're not the judge, jury, or the person that has to do whatever. What you need to be concerned with is Tommy Clay and how Tommy Clay is getting this stuff done. Don't mess around and get in a funk because you see somebody. Don't worry about that, player. Work on the things that you need to work on. Get done the things that you need to get done. Take care of the things that you need to take care of as a man, family man, a husband, a father, a brother, a son. Y'all better come get some of this, man. Because you drink of the water that I don't drink of, it will be springing on the inside of you. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. It will forever be springing on the inside of you, no matter what's going on in your life. Drink of the water and see what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, then you're not going to understand what I just said. To all my veterans out there that are on my Veterans GSSITA page, win at life, man. And what I mean by winning at life is do the things that you need to do to take care of yourself and your family. Know that and resiliency is different for every single person in this world. It is totally different. But what I say to you is, if you need somebody to talk to, if you need somebody to call upon, hit me in my inbox on my page and let me tell you why it is important for you to live. Let me tell you why it is important for the knowledge that you have to be shared with everyone else. People don't have to agree with what you say, but with the knowledge that you spit out, it will be taken and it will be given to another level, yo. I'm telling you, I know this for a fact. I have made the difference and been the difference. I have been shown the difference, made the difference, been the difference. Because some great people and great men and women in my life have poured into me. Because they took the time out of whatever time it was from the time frame of day in their lives to be able to say to me, Tommy, it is enough for me to pour a nugget into you. Because I see people out here all the time talking about what people should be, how people should be. Listen, that's none of your freaking business. What should be your business is this, is that you pray for them, that you lift them up, that you be an avenue for them to go to the next level and not a deterrent from keeping them living their life. You're not going to be a deterrent for me not living my life. You're not going to be a deterrent for me not being happy. You're not going to be a deterrent that takes away from my winning spirit. I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to let anybody do that, whether it be my kids, my wife, my whatchamacallit. I'm not going to do that. I am enough to be able to be okay because God got me in the midst of it all. I think about a lot of times the story of Job in the Bible as I sit around sometimes. Sometimes God will take away everything that you have. And there's been times in my life where I felt like that. But the one thing that I've done, that I remember, that I read in the story, was that I stayed faithful, that I stayed in prayer, and I thank God for the good, the bad, and the indifferent, because He knows the victory that He has in store for me. He knows the blessing upon my life that He has. Man, y'all better get some of this. Y'all better eat this up, because this is free today. That he gives you the ability to be able to withstand any storm, to withstand anything that you got going on. If you want it in life, you can go out and get it, but it's dependent upon you, your work. Faith without work is dead. And yes, do people get blessed that don't? Yes, obviously you can see that. You know, and I think that's what determines that sets people off and set them in the wrong path or the wrong direction is because they see people who you feel like is not worthy of what they're getting it, but it's not your concern. Stay in your lane, stay prayed up, stay powerful, stay in prayer. Say to God, thank you. Man, thank you, God, for uplifting me and putting me in a place to where I can grow. I tell you, for so many times and things in my life to where God has been on the forefront of my life. You know, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to close this thing out in a different way than I've ever done it before. And hey, whether you pray with your eyes open or pray with them closed, that's on you. But the prayer is real. So I'm going to end this with a prayer because I just feel a certain way today. I feel like God is blessing. Not just those around me, but life. And if you're out there in the sound of my voice, or especially on the Veterans PSSRTA page, understand that there's a love out here for you, whether you believe or don't believe in God, believe in the word. Just listen to my words and listen to the sincerity of my voice as I get ready to do this. This is what I'm going to say to you. Today I thank you, Father, for uplifting my life, putting me in a place where you have brought me to another level in life. And I thank you for all the good and the bad that you have done. I ask that you reach across and touch the heart of those that need to be touched, to give them a mindset of next level, that you continue to impart in them the peace of life, that they understand that being happy is important to them, Father, that their souls are reaching, that the minds and bodies are touched by your love and your grace and your mercy, which keeps you whole and imparted. I thank you, dear Heavenly Father, for being the master of all things, creating life and making life good and exiting life as it should be done under the will and grace of your glory, dear Heavenly Father. To understanding that you are the beginning and the end, to impart faith on those that need faith, dear Heavenly Father, to get to the next thing that they need to do. Those that cannot see the vision that you have in store for them, that they can have the faith and patience to wait on you to deliver the blessing, dear Heavenly Father. Because the statement of saying that it may not come when you want it, but it's always on right time, always on time, is true. I say to you, to those that look into my eyes and that can hear my voice this morning, this is what I say to you. Allow the blessing of God to flow through you. Allow the healing, the spirit of forgiveness, the spirit of next level, the spirit of prosperity in life. Because, dear Heavenly Father, we understand that you have the ability to change. And I'm asking, dear Heavenly Father, that you allow the spirits and minds and bodies and souls to have that spirit of Job that can wait no matter what they're going through. Even though it may seem like the last, dear Heavenly Father, they would have the faith the size of a mustard seed. That when they come back, dear Heavenly Father, that they'll be able to move mountains. These and other blessings I ask in your Son, Jesus' name. Amen. And I say to all of you that hear my voice, be encouraged today. Nephew, I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. And I look forward to watching you go on this journey. And any way that I can help you, I will. It's much love for me today, y'all. I'm going to finish the rest of my cigar, and then I'm going to get about my daily tasks because I do have some honeydew stuff that I need to get done. It is just amazing to walk in grace with you, to walk in light with you, to be a friend to you, to have been a part of your life in whatever way that I have been. And I thank you today for being a part of mine in any way, small point fraction that you have been, because you have helped to mold me into an amazing man. So thank you. You guys have a great day.